and everything just smoothly. But every now and then, there's bound to be some slight hiccup. But once again, thankfully, we've got some great guys on hand to fix the situation. And fixed it is at this time. Back and better. Welcome to another edition of Hard Facts, originally from 92.3 Nigeria Info and Herringport Harcourt Live. I'm Dio. And from now till 7, we keep the conversation going. Few matters on the agenda. We're going to be discussing this, by the way. You got front row seats. You're welcome to join in as usual. Let's see. But I hope you had a fine day today so far, in spite of whatever hiccups you may have had to deal with. I hope you had the capacity to deal with it, or you also had some people on hand to help in fixing the situation. And if that's something you're grappling with, that's probably something you need to start working on, because there are always going to be hiccups, you know. I think it's a common feature with life generally. So you have to work on getting the right persons around you, competent engineers, so to speak, to help you fix whatever hiccups you inevitably will have to deal with every now and then. So let's get the conversation going then. On the show today, I've got side comments as usual, then there's a rant as well. I'm expressing some thought on some issue, and I'd love to hear your take on mine till 4 p.m. 4 features the business news, and after that, let's see. Oh yes. The Inspector General of Police, IGP, Adamu, definitely has got some position on the issue of his tenure in office. It's been the subject of some controversy, talking about the tenure of the IGP or his stay in office. Basically, there have been conflicting positions on the matter. The IGP definitely has a position that may not be popular with some persons, and we'll be discussing that position in the 4 o'clock hour. Just a moment while I whip up that story. It's got it here somewhere. Just a moment. So tenure extension. I can remain in office till 2023 or 2024. Yep, IGP Adamu is the one who's saying that. So let's see a bit of the story right now. Let's see. Here we are. The IGP, Mohammed Adamu, has told the Federal High Court in Abuja that the law permits him to remain in office till either 2023 or 2024. Why does he hold this opinion, you might ask? Well, he said this in his court document filed to counter a suit challenging the 3-month extension granted him by President Muhammadu Buhari in February. Premium Times on Monday obtained the counter affidavit and the notice of preliminary objection, along with the accompanying document filed by the IGP through his lawyer Alex Ezinyo, a senior advocate of Nigeria. Adamu attained the maximum 35 years in service on February 1, but got a 3-month extension of his tenure by the president on February 3. Abuja-based lawyer Max Okpara filed a suit on the same February 3 to challenge the tenure extension. Mr. Okpara argued in his suit that by virtue of Section 215 of the Constitution and Section 7 of the Nigeria Police Act 2020, Mr. Adamu could not validly continue to function as the IGP, having retired as a member of the Nigeria Police Force as from midnight of February 1, 2021. But the IGP, Adamu, argued through his lawyer in objection to the suit that his tenure never lapsed on February 1. He argued that the new Nigeria Police Act gave him a 4-year tenure, which would only elapse either in 2023 or 2024. According to him, his tenure would lapse in 2023 if counted from 2019 when he was appointed as the IGP, or 2024 if counted from 2020 when the new Nigeria Police Act came into force. And according to Mr. Adamu, the IGP's office is not governed by the general provisions applicable to the rest of the police force. As a matter of fact, he argues that the office of the IGP is quasi-political. Well, we're discussing this, the IGP's position on his tenure in office, and joining me for that conversation is going to be lawyer and rights activist with the Committee for the Defense of Human Rights, Henry Akine, will join me for that conversation in the 4 o'clock hour. That takes us to 5. We've got the news update then, and what do we discuss afterwards? Yeah, is Christianity making society better? Yeah, I don't know about you, but that seems like an interesting question, at least from my perspective. Is Christianity making society better? How is the Christian faith impacting our society and causing positive change, if at all it is doing that at all? I'll be having that conversation with Reverend Minaibi Dagogo Jack, his state chairman, Pentecostal Federation of Nigeria, PFN, Rivers State chapter, of course. He'll join me for that conversation in the 5 o'clock hour, right after the news update at 5 p.m. Yes, indeed. And we got headlines 5:30, major news at 6 p.m. and open season after that. If you missed out on any matter discussed on the show, I'll take your thoughts on those during that period. At about 7 o'clock, the show officially comes to an end, and the sports camp will be in for extra time. Just a moment. Today is Tuesday, so today's Tuesday. Oh, okay. I need to confirm that. Do we have is today Champions League night? Because the situation might be different if today's. Oh yeah, today is Champions League night. So the sports camp will be coming in much later on. So Let's Talk will begin a little earlier today, or maybe much earlier. And I suppose Denise might be on the show later on from 7 p.m. So tonight, round of 16 games in the UEFA Champions League, pardon me. Borussia Dortmund in Germany hosting Sevilla of Spain. FC Porto travel from Portugal to Italy to square off with Juventus. So those are the games for tonight. Catch all the action and analysis with the Sports Gang from about 9 p.m. So that's the show today. Any changes you will find out as long as you keep listening. So let's start things off with today's side comments. Random stories, random thoughts I came across as I checked out the news today. And President Muhammadu Buhari has officially flagged off the rehabilitation and construction of the Port Harcourt to Maiduguri Eastern Narrow Gauge Railway, the Bonny Deep Seaport and the Industrial Railway Park. President Buhari, in an online speech, said the projects are of regional priority as it will enhance trade and reactivate economic activities along the Eastern Corridor. Let's hear what His Excellency the President had to say about this seemingly glorious development.
The Port Harcourt, where the new railway will translate to reactivation of economic activities along the Eastern Corridor, which has been greatly affected by insurgent activities and serve as a stimulus for industry and trade.
And President Buhari on the Bonny Deep Seaport said the project will increase viability and movement of cargo across continents.
It's designed to increase the viability and boost transshipment of cargo and freight locally across the West African sub-region and in the continental free trade area. The sum of the social, economic, and environmental benefits of these projects includes creation of massive employment locally.
Yes. And already there are Already there are political families, friends, and associates who are already thanking His Excellency, not just the President, but even the Minister of Transportation as well, and former Governor in Rivers State, Chibuike Amechi, thanking His Excellency or thanking their Excellencies for this wonderful, magnanimous thing that they have done in our lives at a time such as this. Oh, that we are alive at a time like this. Oh, that we have the privilege to be alive at a period such as this in the history of humanity. Oh, that we're able to witness such glory, such awesomeness, such, in fact, words fail me to describe the inside. Oh, the big opportunities to now as well. The very much space to take care of meals. Not everybody's excited about this. Not everyone is. Because Gov yesterday of the Eastern Narrow Gauge Railway, Bonny Deep Seaports and the Railway Industrial Park in Port Harcourt by the federal government. Governor Wike made the criticism during the commissioning of the Rumuji Ebele Iba Ishepo Road reconstructed by his administration today. Let's hear what His Excellency, the Rivers State Governor, had to say about this situation. Doesn't seem to be very impressed, I suppose. All right, here we are.
This is the only party that has that deal to save Nigeria. Let them tell us what they have done for River State. I hear they want to flag off railway guys from here to Maiduguri. Is that what we need? That is not our project. They want to do Bonny Deep Sea. How many years? Before the drawing will come out, have the government not left? The only reason there to, as a bet to set trap for you, they know they will not do it. We only have this year. Next year's political year. Tell them we cannot be deceived any longer.
Exactly. What does the federal government mean by what is the meaning of all this? What does the federal government? We will not take it. Did we tell them that it is seaport that is our problem? Did we tell them Abuja that seaport is our problem or railway line is our problem? Can't they see the manifestation of the solving of our problems? Don't they know that what we need in River State is more flyovers? Does anybody have to specially reveal this to the federal government that what we need in what every Rivers person needs is a flyover? Isn't it very obvious? I mean, the River State government is trying. It's doing so much to provide flyovers to the people. What will it cost the federal government to say, okay, you know what? Every household will get their own flyover. Don't we deserve it in River State with all that we are contributing to the national post, contributing our money from our oil, and they are developing other parts of the country? Will it be too much if they give everybody a flyover leading from your house to just mention anywhere you want it to go to, anywhere you want your own flyover to end, just like that? You know, it's something. It's something, and all the good people of River State and well-meaning citizens, you need to rise up in one accord and speak against this injustice to Rivers people, giving us deep seaport, giving us railway, giving us rail line, and rail park and rail track, as if that's the problem that Rivers people are having right now. Let's see, what else caught my attention today as I checked out the news. And students of linguistics and communication studies at the University of Port Harcourt say they've been unable to take certain courses in the past 3 weeks since the abduction of their lecturer, Dr. Jones and Ewart. And some of them spoke to our correspondent and said a course like social linguistics taught by Dr. Ewart has been stalled. Let's hear what some of these students had to say about this protracted, unfortunately, protracted situation.
He's supposed to take us on a social linguistic. Presently, we've not seen any lecturer to lecture us for the past 3 weeks.
And he's actually supposed to take me on a particular course, but because he's not been released, the course has been on a standstill. Nobody to take us, and that is affecting my studies.
Back to his family, back to us, his students, because we miss him dearly. We can't wait to receive him back to us.
We all standing by this development, and I do hope that the security agencies and agents, specifically or in particular, the Nigeria Police Force River State Command, headed by CP Eboka Friday, aka the Versatile One, we hope that they really are working to secure the release of Dr. Ayu as soon as possible, including the traditional ruler who was also abducted at about the same time. And we all keeping our fingers crossed, hoping and praying for the best outcome in this terrible situation that we are in at this time. However, However, I'm just wondering. I understand that we all feel some pain with this situation, but how that the University of Port Harcourt has not been able to find some way to remedy this situation somewhat, at least so that the students who take the courses being handled by Dr. Jones Oyewo can continue their studies whilst we all hope and pray for his release, is completely beyond me. If that truly is the situation, as mentioned by the students, I am confounded by that. Really, I can't understand why. I mean, I really can't understand why. But I hope that some even if it's a temporary solution is worked out, whilst security agents work hard to release the good doctor and others who are in the custody of these so-called these kidnappers, anyways. Well, let's see. Is there anything else that caught my attention today? All right. Reports have it that the AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine is being dispatched to states, and I think at least a couple of states